If you like to talk to tomatoes, if a squash can make you smile, if you like to waltz with potatoes.
All right, so
down the
what up? Once again, we are here at AOJ. Not even at AOJ. I'm so used to saying the Overflow Podcast. Something else. I'm involved in too much. But this is another episode of AOJ, and with me, I have the one, the only, my man, who my kids call the Veggie Tales Guy.
Yeah. What's up? My name's Shama. Shama, a.k.a. Veggie Tales Guy. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well given the current world's predicaments. You know what I'm saying?
Right. This is another episode of AOJ, the Corona Chronicles, because we are all under quarantine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
so
sir.
we try to do our best and look our best with what we got.
Yeah. And it's not much. Let's just say that. If you're watching, you know. If you're listening, it's not much.
If you're watching or listening, you are in the same predicament as we are, right? You probably look the same.
Right. You haven't
you probably
shaved.
haven't showered.
If you're a
Right,
guy,
you
you haven't shaved in a long time. If you're a woman, you haven't shaved in a long You don't know what jeans feel like? Come on, we know.
Oh, man. It's so funny you say that. I've been working from home for 2 weeks, and a little over 2 weeks, and I wore a pair of jeans for the first time yesterday.
Okay. You're like, uh-oh.
I've been in sweats.
Yeah.
But yesterday I wore a pair of jeans just because. I went all out. I wore a pair of jeans, I put on a nice shirt, and I actually did my hair.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So you put some work in.
Yeah, my wife was like, "What are you doing? You got to go out?" Nah, I just want to, I want to break the routine.
You got to be like, this is for me. I'm doing this for me. This is self-care. That's so funny. So what Sunday was this? Maybe like the 15th, I guess. This is before things got, I guess this is the day that I realized things were about to get serious. I just bought like a couple of shirts at a place, and then I bought some really, really cool boots. I was like, oh, and then my wife and our son, Ezra, they were out of town. And so I was waking up Sunday and I'm going to church, right? I'm dressed and I put on my new shirt and I put on my new boots. And when my wife and I before we were married, I used to always send pictures of each other, like outfit of the day. Instagram existed, but we would just send each other like, hey, here's the fit of the day. So
that's fine.
I took a picture. I'm like, hey, here's the drip of the day. And I was like, yeah, great. And then after I texted out to my wife, somebody I go to church with was like, yeah, you shouldn't go to church. The virus is getting pretty bad. So it's like, what? They're like, yeah, you have, and I have asthma, and so they're like, yeah, you're at risk, so you probably shouldn't be around people. So I had to take off. Yeah. So I had to take off the outfit of the day.
Did you send her the picture?
I sent her the picture. Hey, yeah, and then I did.
Sweats in a t-shirt.
Yeah, I was like, what's up? Love me if you don't deserve me at my best if you can't love me at my worst. And I've been at my worst for like 3 weeks.
So you're in South Carolina,
yes, sir,
right?
Greenville, South Carolina. I'm like 2.5 hours away from you.
Yeah. How are things looking up there?
A lot of people out and about, and I say that because I too have been out and about. Not lingering though. I've been out, picking up groceries, then I come home. Right. I don't know, man. It's been weird. It's weird. It's eerie. I hope this ends soon.
Which is the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Smart thing to do is just go, do what you got to do, and come back.
Right. I'm ready for normalcy, and I've said that before, and I'm going to say it again. I thought I was, I felt more ready before I talked to you, because you were like, then you told me, yeah, it's probably going to be till August. So now you squashed any little bit of hope that I had. And it was a little hope. It was just a little bit. You flicked it.
I'm sorry, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, Shama.
Hey, I appreciate
it.
The truth did not set me free. The truth actually
the
enslaved me even more. Yes, sir.
So the funny thing about Atlanta that I found out today, is that people, besides the people that are still hanging out at Piedmont Park and the Beltline, right, even though it got cold again these past 2 days. Yeah. So, people have been indoors because, cold.
Right. Yeah, it was. It felt like fall the other day. Yesterday, I was walking with my wife and we were walking outside and I was like, I need to go inside and put on another jacket. So I didn't expect.
Yesterday, it's so funny. Yesterday was so warm. No, that's a lie. Yesterday was also cold.
Yeah.
Early in the week, we were out. Like we take the kids for neighborhood walks.
Yeah, same.
Walking in circles, right? One day it was windy enough that we took him out kite flying. Not me.
Yeah.
I don't know. This Puerto Rican guy does not
like kites. Come on, man. Kites are universal.
I grew up in the projects in New York City.
So you weren't
not a lot of kite flying going on in the projects.
Not a lot of kite flying.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of bullets flying.
Right.
But kites, not so much.
Different kind of kites, but one in the same. Something was flying. I'm just saying, down here we had more fun.
Like, I'm down here. I survived. I'm alive. Thank you, Jesus. But then yesterday, it was cold.
Yeah.
It was
shockingly
cold. But there were still people out in the parks, right? But I read on social media that that the hangout spots for people down here are the supermarkets.
Really? That makes a lot of sense.
Are the Walmarts, the Costco's.
And you say hangout spots as in I've never wanted to hang out at a store. And I tell you this, I have all the apps for all the stores. I have the Walmart app on my phone. I go inside. I can be in and out of Walmart in 3 minutes. It's a skill. I am so productive in Walmart, Jay, that I've had other guys be like, yo, can you help me find something? And I'll just point them to the app. And I'm like, brother, I don't even work there. I don't work there. I've never worked there. But people just see me being efficient, and they're like, you look like you could help me out. And I'm like, yeah, you get this app. It tells you what aisle. And if you, you get in and out real quick. So
I don't have the app.
You got to get, I'm telling you.
My wife has the app.
I got the Lowe's app. I got,
like I told you, we do online pickup. Yeah. So she has the app for that.
Right.
I do have the Lowe's app and the Home Depot app.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm all about efficiency. I'm not about lingering.
My problem with Walmart, and my wife will tell you, my problem with Walmart is that she'll tell me, get these 5 things, right? Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, bet. And I'll go and I'll get those 5 things that she gave me, and then I'll come back with 6 more of my things.
Yeah, of course.
Which aren't good things. My things are Chips Ahoy cookies, right?
Yeah.
This beverage that we Ricans drink called Malta, right?
Those are necessary.
Things that I see, that last minute shopping, the crap that they put around the register.
That's 300% overpriced.
The kids will love this. Yeah. And I go and I'll pick that up. Yeah. I'll pick up toys for the kids.
You're like, I've been needing a $37 cigarette lighter charger.
I'm like, hey, you razor blades?
Yeah, come on.
You can get those.
One for $27? This is good.
I don't use razor blades at all.
Yeah. But you'll just
at all. My face is super sensitive.
Yeah.
I don't use, but I'll go and hey, this is supposed to be good for sensitive skin.
Yeah, awesome. Hey man, let me put you on though. I've got sensitive skins too. You've got to get the single blade. Don't get multiple blades.
Yeah. Still,
even with single blades, dude. Yep. I'm gonna send you a video. I watched this black barber from the UK. He made a video about shaving with sensitive skin. I've been doing the techniques and it's been crazy. Dude, you gotta wash your face, exfoliate, you gotta oil your face, shaving cream.
Send that, because my dad told me that. Yeah. My dad was single blade, but you want to be fancy.
Yeah, you see him.
You can see all these commercials.
The quadruple deluxe 5,000 blade. You gotta get it.
my neck is on fire, and then I get all the bumps.
Yeah, that's me too.
I single blade it all the time, but now I just use the trimmer.
Jay, I'm about to put you on, bro. I'm about to put you on.
Bless me.
Yeah, legit.
Me. So, all right, Dad. So like I said, my kids call you the Veggie Tales Guy.
Yeah.
Right, and I mean to this day, even with all the other stuff that they watch, right, and all the other videos and all the other stuff that they watch, they'll still ask for. It's funny. They'll ask for the Veggie Tales song, and then when I put like a video of actual Bob and Larry, they're like, no, not that one, Bobby, the Veggie Tales Guy.
Yeah.
Right. It took me a long time to figure out who they were talking about.
Yeah. And then we met. You and I met at a show down in Atlanta. Yeah. And when I told my son, hey, guess who Poppy met last night? It's like, who? It's like, I met the Veggie Tales Guy. No way. It's like, yeah. So right now he's downstairs waiting. Yeah.
Me to text my wife to let him know.
Oh shoot.
That he can come up.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tell him I got a bunch of Veggie Tales DVDs and paraphernalia and. I don't know what.
So talk about that. How did that connection happen?
Dang. So I was gonna say, if your kids love the VeggieTales song, I actually just got a deal to do a show with VeggieTales too. That I'm the host of, but I'll get to that. So
what, VeggieTales Live?
It's called VeggieTales Remix. Show's same as the song. So
same as the song.
10 episodes, 10 23-minute episodes. Whoa. It's a little bit of a. My friends, it's so funny that my friends call it veggie money.
Veggie money.
So anytime I do anything, you're like, oh, that's that veggie money. And I'm like, it's not that. It wasn't that much.
You got that veggie money.
So I've been making, I got into music. I worked for a video production company. So,
right.
I worked for a video production company. I went to school here in Greenville, went to a Bible college. Worked more in video than I did in Bible than in the Bible. Now I'm gonna say in ministry, and then ended up getting a job for a video production company. And I had some ideas, man. I loved videos, and I learned so much from the company. It's called Let People See, and so I would, after working there for about a year, I got the trust of my boss, Chris. Shout out to Chris Brink, and I was like, hey, can I make some music videos? So I really wanted to just make music videos, right? But then I was like, okay, I got to make music to make the music videos. Big fan of Lonely Island, a lot of sketch shows. So that's kind of like what I wanted to do. But then the music got very popular. So the videos got popular as well. First song we ever did with my producer, Andrew Simmons, was Chick-fil-A, but it's Sunday. And it blew up on Facebook. Oh.
That's another one that my son loves.
So it did really, really well. It did really well, man. And that's all to shout out to my producer, Andrew Simmons, man. He just knew exactly what to do with that track. And we cut it and released it. And the music video, I reached out to my friend Robert to direct it for us. And he came in with just these crazy ideas of you're going to be serenading a Chick-fil-A building. And the DP, the director of photography, Brian French, came in and just killed the visuals for it. So that was nice. The beginning of me in music. After that we made sketches, bunch of other things here and there, and then no other success with music. I didn't do any songs, and then I had an idea for Veggie Tales Remix. This is a remix of the theme song, because I was working with Brian, my friend Brian French at the time. One day we were working, and he just goes, "Have we got a show for you?" And it sounded so cool. It sounded so hip. And I was like, Brian, that's it. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to you with that. And he was like, all right, dope. So I had a studio session with Andrew, I think the next day. I went home that day, and I just typed up on my phone, I copied the lyrics of the Veggie Tales theme song into a note, and I just added some other things to it. And tracked it with Andrew the next day. But the thing was, I was January of 2018, and we never made the music video for it until July. So we had this idea for the concept of it, and we never got around to it. So the Veggie Tales Remix song actually sat in on my computer, on Dropbox. I texted it to some friends for like 6 or 7 months, like 6 months. Nothing. And people be like, dude, that's a really cool song. And I'm like, thanks, man. Yeah, we'll put it out eventually. Finally, we got it together. Yeah, I mean, like, everybody who listened to it were like, yo, this is awesome. Finally, we figured out what we wanted the video to be like. That's all. Shout out to Robert, man. And who really, really pushed me to go, hey, let's build, like, massive sets in the style of old Veggie Tales. And let's do, like...
That was amazing.
Dude, I mean...
That was an amazing... And then the fact that you guys were dressed red and green, that was dope.
So that was... Dude, if it was up to me, the music video would have been a whole lot simpler. That was my vision for it. I was like, I just want to get it out. I think the song was really dope. But, I mean, Robert was the guy who was like, no, we've got it. Let's make a music video that's up to the standards of the song and that pays homage to the show, to our childhoods.
Yeah.
And so, we ended up kind of, I mean, I lived in like Lowe's. I never hung out at stores, but I will say I hung out at Lowe's for a long time with my friend Tony, who helped me build the sets for it. And we were just kind of like, okay, if we get that board, okay, if we do this, how are we going to do the ducks on the thing? And then finally, we figured out what we wanted to do. We got into the studio that I worked at, let people see on a Saturday. And we just got there early, and we just built everything there, lit it. We had a small crew. I couldn't afford to pay people, Right. So I was like working on lights. I was like climbing ladders, and then they'd be like, "All right, was that good?" And then I'd get in there and I'd put on the jacket, and then I'd wrap the parts, and then after that I'd be like, "All right, let's set up for the next scene." And then I would climb on ladders and like position lights and everything else, and watch takes and whatnot, and and that was it. I think it was like a 5-man team. Yeah, we just knocked it out, impressive. Man. Yeah, and then I edited it together myself. I cut it together myself, and the rest is history, man. It just went online, just exploded, man.
That's the song that basically put you on the map, right?
Yeah, crazy. I tell people now when people ask me for advice, I'm like, the truth is that there is no advice. I made it by rapping about Christian vegetables. You know what I mean? Like that door I broke in and I sealed up where I broke in at. You're never gonna be able to break in. It's like a prison break, right? Like it's over.
Nobody can copy that right now.
I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. What I did is what I did. You're gonna have to find your own way.
But it's brilliant. It's brilliant because I grew up with that, right? No, that's a lie. I brought my kids up with that.
You were growing while they were growing up, right?
Right. Yeah, sure. I thought, hey, this is great. They can watch this, or I can watch this and use them as an excuse. But now, I've got a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Right. That know about Veggie Tales because of your song,
right?
Because of the remix, not because I have all these Veggie Tales DVDs. My oldest daughter probably does, but because of your remix, right? My kids know about the Veggie Tales and they know the song, and now they watch the show on YouTube, right? But to blow it up even more, my grandson, said that on this show. My grandson also, because of his mom is still 27 years old. She's still a big Veggie Tales fan. And but now she'll show your video to my grandson.
Wow.
Right? Wow. And he loves it. You know what I mean? So it made a huge impact. And plus, now you're making that veggie money because now you're hosting the new and improved Veggie Tales.
I think my father-in-law, Mr. Mark, he's been very instrumental in. So my dad passed away early 2018. So it was crazy. My dad actually passed away the same month that I wrote Veggie Tales Remix. So I don't. My friends tease me. They're like, "Wow, during the biggest loss of your life, you wrote this." And I'm like, "I don't know, man. I had an idea and I had to do it." But my father-in-law has really, really stepped in and been like a father figure, and been instrumental in just advice. He worked for a record label, like he worked for Integrity Music back in the day. So he has this, So it's like this understanding of music and how things go, and I guess like just the ramifications of a thing. And here I was, my wife and I, we got married the month like a couple of weeks after Veggie Tales Remix dropped, and I think I was either visiting with them, or something, and he was like, "Man, you don't even realize what you did, do you?" And I was like, "No, I mean, I would just, I made a song that slaps."
Right.
And and he's like, you helped revitalize like a brand. And what's crazy about that is that the same week, a producer from Veggie Tales messaged me on Facebook. He was like, "Hey man, I'm working on new Veggie Tales show." I didn't know that was happening. Nobody knew that was happening. Nobody did. So what's funny was that he was like, the week you dropped your song is the same week that we finalized the reboot deal with TBN. So yeah. So he's saying that, so here they are trying to bring back, after Netflix had a kind of a weird run with Veggie Tales had a weird run with Netflix, and so there was like
so weird
mistrust in the brand and all this, and so all of a sudden, like, people had kind of forgotten about it, and here they are, like, okay, inking this new deal to bring back Veggie Tales, and all of a sudden, me and like 5 dudes in Greenville, South Carolina, we create 5 or 6 dudes. We create this song that all of a sudden people are sending it to the producer, and they're like, "Hey, have you seen this?" And he was like, 8 or 9 people sent him the music video the day it dropped. So he reached out to me, and he was like, "Hey, like we're working on more Veggie Tales stuff. Would you like to be involved?" And I mean, like, it's equivalent to like playing street ball and somebody going like, "Hey, do you want to play for the NBA?" You say yes. Yeah. The answer is always yes.
Yes, you do.
So I said yeah, and I mean, it took months and months to materialize. But yeah, we ended up creating a show called Veggie Tales Remix. I co-wrote. We wrote a ton of songs, but 7 of the songs that I helped work on are in the show, and it's currently streaming on Yippee TV. It's a streaming service.
Are they silly songs?
So they're all a majority of them. I'm trying to figure out here. Maybe 4 or 5 are silly songs, or remixed silly songs. Like we did Hairbrush, Water Buffalo, Friend. I Can Be Your Friend. Another one is man. Yeah. Yes. You'd love them, man. You'd love them. We also did Pants. So it's good.
My kids love those.
Dude,
you're mentioning all of the favorite ones. I'm serious.
It's really, really fun, man. The way they the team, so they flew me up several times to Oklahoma, Tulsa. That's where we recorded and filmed everything. And just a dream come true, man. I went from building these sets real janky like with some friends in Greenville to this 6-figure production in this big old soundstage that they were creating.
Is your song gonna be the theme song?
Oh yeah, it's the theme song, man. It's the theme song.
Yeah.
We also we shot this we shot this really, really cool one take too, where like me walking in through the set. It's dope, man. It's something else. It's awesome.
Okay, so you said that the show is already on. It can already be.
3 of the 10 episodes are currently streaming on Yippee TV. Yeah.
That means I'm gonna have to get Yippee TV so my so my kids can see it.
Absolutely. It's a joy, man. I mean, honestly, so I will say that when they approached me, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do this without Andrew. Andrew is my producer who made the music, and so they brought Andrew on, and so Andrew and I went back and forth a long time, just kind of figuring out like, hey, is this gonna be good, or are we just making something cheesy that we're not gonna care about? Just to secure the bag. But when we got up there, man, talking to the team, everyone's a Veggie Tales fan. Everyone from the lady who did makeup and people who like brought food, or like everyone's like, I grew up on Veggie Tales. So there was already like this crazy like family familiar bond, and it's awesome, man. I love it.
That's dope. Yeah, that's so dope. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna sign up to Yippee TV as soon as we're done.
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta support you
for sure. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Something for my kids to watch. So let's get into I texted my wife so my son could come up. But let's get into the worship song because I loved it, but my humor and my love for satire is kind of twisted, right? But I noticed that on social media, not everybody liked the idea of the song.
We caught a little bit of heat. So the worship song is it's a parody / template of what worship songs sound like. So my friends and I, PD, I've been collaborating with like the same like 10 dudes. PD, Robert, and Andrew, we wrote this song called the Worship Song, which is just like, like the chorus is, this is the chorus. We're lifting our voices loud and triumphant. We're singing the chorus. It's repetitive. It's repetitive. It's repetitive. All my problems are gone. So just like a lot of like worship song tropes, and we wrote the song and recorded and filmed the music video in the same day at a studio here. It was crazy. And then we cut it together, put it up online, and it's gotten more love than it has hate. But people who haven't liked it are like, you're defaming the throne. I think a lot of people are confused. They're like, are you even a Christian? And I'm like, yeah, I am a Christian. How would I think people are just confused about like our intent. But also I just like making that level of comedy to where if you watch it, you're like, what side are these guys on? We're like, we're on your side, but we're laughing at us.
As soon as I saw it, I died. I sent it to like everybody. but I sent it to a lot of worship leaders that I know, right? From a lot of different churches. Right. I sent it to Banning Liebscher of Jesus Culture.
Did you watch it?
Right. I was like, yo, you have to check this out. Yeah. This is hilarious. Yeah, he watched it. He thought it was hilarious.
That's awesome.
He thought it was hilarious. So it's weird to me, right? Because like the people that I know involved in the industry and music, in worship, right? As someone like the bigger churches here in Atlanta and other places, like they all loved it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They all loved it. They thought it was hilarious. So when I saw the heat, I always tell myself not to, but I do go down the rabbit trail of comments.
Yeah.
And
you can't
but
not.
This time, but this time when I saw all of the negative comments and things like that, oh, how dare you? You're making fun of this. It's like making fun of God. I'm like, no, it's not.
That's different.
No. But I laughed. I lost it. For me, the comment section was actually even funnier than the song, and the song was hilarious.
I think one thing too is that we work really hard on videos. It's like it is I cut together the worship song myself, and I mean, we have hundreds of hours of work. That's why we don't put out videos. People are like, oh, y'all need to make more videos. We're like, we can only do like 1 or 2 a month. That's how much effort we put into it, and it's paid off. So I think that's one thing where people are like, one thing that I did have a note of when I pitched it to my friend Robert to direct. I was like, if people watch this song on mute, it needs to look like a real worship song. So and that's what I think we nailed. But then another thing we nailed was just kind of like, it just looks so official. And I was like, you know what? There are worship bands that don't have the ability to do what we did, and we did it as a joke. And there have been a couple of like A&R guys who work for like Christian, like big Christian labels, who are like, I listen to Christian music all the time. Y'all knocked it out of the park. This is so catchy.
Dude, the song was official.
It's super
like
amazing.
No lie. It was official. Video cemented it. and then the funny thing is that when I saw that you dropped that was when I was talking to this. All right, so I do monthly worship nights here in Atlanta, and I was just complaining about I need, right, because I grew up. I mean, I'm Latino, right? So worship songs for me growing up in my church, we had some of what they call the meditation songs, but we had Latin rhythms, right? We did worship to like merengue rhythms, salsa, calypso, whatever rhythms, right? So I'm like, I really need, and I'm telling my wife, I'm telling friends, like I really need for these churches to bring back worship songs that made you want to like dance with joy, right? Made you want to get up and clap and be, you know, the joy of the Lord gives me strength. Yeah. Like you go to any church and it's like the same 3 songs from the same 3 major bands and hands by the side. Everybody's like
everyone on stage is cooler than you. Everyone on stage is like, you know, they're like models and
they're all super hipster with the super skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh, come on.
And
I mean, I used to be a worship leader and if I had to go by that standards, I never would have made it.
And I think that's where we honestly, one thing that we love doing is especially just for me, like, you know, I'm a black creator in the South, so there are a lot of things that I don't, you know, and I've had an acting agent for years, you know, there are a lot of opportunities that I'm not going to get, you know, that I'm not going to get. I know that the opportunities that I do get that I don't go for that are presented are like, you know, Thug Number One. And, you know, street rapper, whatever. And I'm like, that's not who I am. Or, you know, all these different. So I'm like, okay.
Imagine trying to be Puerto Rican in New York and trying to act. I was like, hey, we have these roles for gangbanger, rapist,
that's it,
drug dealer.
And you're like, I can't do that.
I want to go into acting.
So we've really, really created together in Greenville, like the team that we have is called the After School Program. Like what we've done is just kind of turn a lot of things on their head. And that is just by, okay, what can we create that if we don't do it, nobody else will? You know what I mean? Like, I'll never be a lead worship leader, but for a song, I was able to. Nobody's ever going to change, you know, Veggie Tales into a trap rap song. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, you know, I was like, I want to do that. And then we've done so many other things, too, where we really are just kind of mixing and matching the pieces and going like, okay, what would this look like? What does this look like? Like the worship song. This is what it looks like. What would it look like if it was funny? What would it look like if it's, you know, what is the comedy element of it? What is the sound? You know, what is the musical sound of it? You know, what is the, you know, and figuring that thing out and putting together the puzzle pieces and then presenting it to the internet. I think there are a lot of people who see it and they just go, stupid, you know what I mean, or terrible, y'all are making fun of Jesus. But then I think there are a lot of people
making fun of Jesus.
Yeah, I think a lot of people see that, they're like, okay, that's funny, and you could tell that you know they put a lot of work into. We put a lot of work into it because we do. It's a terrible amount of work. It's a lot.
This is Sebastian.
Hey, Sebastian.
Hello.
How are you?
Who's here?
I like your song.
Thank you so much. Do you want to rap it together?
I forgot it.
You forgot it? Okay. I'll start it and you jump in whenever you know it, all right? All right.
Okay.
If you like to talk to tomatoes, if a squash can make you smile. If you like to waltz with potatoes up and down the produce aisle. And then what happens? Have we got a show for you?
Veggie Tales.
Yep.
Veggie Tales.
Broccoli.
Celery. Gotta be Veggie
Bum,
Tales.
bum, 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 bum. Cauliflower, sweet and sour, half an hour. Veggie Tales. Bum, 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 bum. Yep. That's it.
Okay, come on.
All right.
Bye, Sebastian.
Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
No.
Bye-bye.
Go start. Come say bye.
Bye.
Bye. But it's been crazy, man. I mean, yeah, we're actively trying to do more stuff, so I don't always have to be the Veggie Tales guy. But while I am the Veggie Tales guy, I love it, man. It's been awesome.
But I mean, it's a dope opportunity to be a part of something that represented so much of your childhood, right?
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
It's almost like a dream. That's like somebody coming to me and asking me like to draw the new and improved Superman.
Yeah.
Right?
Like what? Me? Right.
Yeah. Yes. Where do I sign? Like I don't even have to think about it.
And that's like the you know, another thing that I will say is I think when people see like opportunities like that, even my first thought was like, where's the catch? Like, what's the catch? You know what I mean? Like, where am I gonna hate this? But the truth was, I mean, I think it was there was no catch. Everyone involved was just super cool, and everybody had this common goal. I think it's easy to critique things and be like, oh, that was terrible, and I can't believe that. But I think in the midst of the critiquing, so many people put in good effort to make a bad movie. You know what I mean? Like, so when you watch a movie, you're like, that's terrible. People woke up at 6 a.m., you know what I mean? Put on clothes and went and shot at a beach, and they did thing like somebody wrote it. So it wasn't like a situation like, oh, I can't wait to do it. But no, it was good. and I'm glad to be a part of a thing that is good and that I'm proud of. So real quick. Yeah.
What would, if they were to ask you to create your own kids show?
Yeah.
Right? Outside of Veggie Tales, outside whatever, what would that look like?
So I can't talk too much about it because we're actually in a process. But I mean, I will say, what shows did I grow up on, man? I think it's just more character driven, you know, to create something. Like I grew up on like, you know, old Disney Channel shows, Nickelodeon. You know, I grew up on cartoons, but I love like sitcoms and a bunch of other stuff too. I grew up on like Bible Man and, you know what I mean? Like Adventures in Odyssey. So I have this, you know,
that's incredible.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. So we're figuring it out. But I think enough of the guys that I work with and collaborate with, you know, we have this like understanding of like content and like entertainment and what we grew up on that I think we can fine tune something. But more than anything, it would be something that I would want to be proud of. You know what I mean? Like, I think the kids show that one that I'd be proud of is the one I think we want to do. And I think we're close. We don't really know the format of it. Like we're honing in on what it's going to look like, but we're close.
Yeah. Would it be animated or live action? You guys doing your parodies and your satires?
I think it would be live action. And we'd probably like tone down the satire. just a little bit, man. I don't think kids understand the worship song.
You got a plus. There's a game everywhere. There's a game in everything.
Yeah. So we're figuring that out, man.
Yeah.
So I think that opportunity, some opportunities have presented themselves, and we're getting there.
That's awesome. Man, I'm looking forward to that. When are you planning on coming back down here?
Man,
after post quarantine.
Yeah, post quarantine, man. Y'all let me know. Let me know when the coast is clear. But
well, we're gonna have to do this again. But
yeah, absolutely.
I'll drive up there.
Yeah,
I'll drive up there, and we could do it in your
for sure
in your backyard
for sure. Absolutely. Right. Count me in.
Yeah,
man.
We'll do this for the actual show, the actual idea.
Yeah.
This is great, man. It's great. It was great meeting you, and it was great talking to you now.
For sure.
Let's revisit this.
For sure.
Let's revisit this. And thanks for singing that song, my son. I just made it today.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Y'all should get hop on UPTV, man. Check it out. I think y'all.
I'm already gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm already gonna do it. Just I'll probably do it now so we can check it out tonight.
Awesome. Fantastic. All right, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks for having me on. This is a ton of fun.
Thanks for doing this. I'll talk to you soon. Please, I'm gonna need a remix of the worship song, a Latin remix.
A Latin remix? Hey, listen. I asked a follower on Instagram to rewrite it, and I don't think she ever got it back to me. If you can rewrite it, if you can translate it, if you can translate it, we'll get something going, man.
I'll send it to you tomorrow. That's a promise.
I'll send you the lyrics, man. Like, don't toy with my emotions.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Send me the lyrics. Send me the lyrics now. I'll send it to you either tonight or tomorrow.
I'm sending it to you right now.
I'll send it back tonight or tomorrow translated.
Okay.
And if you need some Latin music, you need to done some Latin music, let me know. I can have that taken care of for you too.
Hey, absolutely. We're going to make it happen.
Without a doubt. I can make that happen for you.
For sure.
I'm that guy. All right. So, yeah. Thanks a lot. This is my time to say goodbye. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for watching. Please, Shama, give them all of your socials.
Yeah, check out the YouTube channel, After School Program. That's the name of the creative agency that I'm a part of. Shama, SHAMA, the number 4, Reels. Reels is with a Z at the end. On Instagram and Twitter. Check me out. And I could probably be more active on social media, but you get what you get, and you don't pitch a fit.
Yeah, that's it.
Keep up with me. Yeah, it's a ton of fun.
Yeah. So follow After School Program, Shama for Reels, right? And thanks for listening to AOJ, the Corona Chronicles.
Yeah.
And stay indoors.
Stay indoors. We can't stress it enough. Please.
Right?
It's very simple.
This is why we're providing you with all this great content for you to watch and or listen to.
It's incredible.
Absolutely.
Take it easy, man.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good talk.
For sure.
Life's got me down, I'm at the end of my rope. Here's an out of context Bible verse about hope. This is the chorus. We're lifting our voices loud and triumphant. We're singing the chorus. It's repetitive. It's repetitive. It's repetitive. All my problems are gone.